Now let's talk about some likely first-round picks who we met as high school players. The Arkansas Razorbacks have two guards who look like they should be selected in the top half of the first round this year. First is Nick Smith, who was the #1 player in the 2022 high school class. A product of North Little Rock High School, Nick caused quite a buzz when he committed to Arkansas, and the Razorbacks coaching staff celebrated accordingly.
I mean, they went crazy. That was basically the whole Arkansas when I committed, because then nobody really think I was gonna go to Arkansas. But just to see that love from like everybody around the state, it's pretty cool.
Injuries limited Nick to 17 games in his lone season with the Hogs, but he did show off the athleticism and scoring ability that made him such a highly touted high school player.
I like to bring a lot of energy. Whatever the coach needs from me, I'm willing to do. I'm a big winner. I'm not really just focused on one thing about scoring, or I like to do multiple stuff on the court.
His college teammate Anthony Black is also projected to be picked in the lottery this year. The freshman point guard averaged 12.8 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists per game for Arkansas. He was a high school All-American at Texas powerhouse Duncanville High School.
It's good because I've been working real hard for it. It took me a while to get it, but at the end of the day, it's just 5 stars. It's just 5 stars. You still got to be a dog and play hard. So, it's good to get recognized, but it's still just work. Since I was in middle school, elementary, just watching the McDonald's All-American game, just all that type of stuff, it's all been like crazy. And I would say when I was a kid, it was like it didn't even seem like it was reachable. So not to even have a chance, it's just a blessing.
The 6'7" guard has a high basketball IQ. He does a great job leading his team on the offensive end, and his long frame makes him a menace on defense.
I'm just a two-way player who likes to get downhill, create for my teammates, just do all the little stuff that helps my team win, but primarily just create offense for my team.
Both Black and Smith are considered among the top 15 or 20 prospects this year, so both should hear their names called pretty early on draft night. In his one season with the Houston Cougars, Jarace Walker lived up to his 5-star reputation. He played 4 seasons at IMG Academy in Florida, where he developed into a McDonald's All-American.
It's definitely dope. You meet a lot of new people each and every year because people come in and out. You also learn a lot from them as well. Different cultures, people eat different, sleep different, even hoop different. So, it's definitely just a learning experience for sure. Definitely different being away from home, since I've been there since I was 14, a freshman. So it was tough moving away from my family, but it's a great atmosphere. High-level facilities, high-level coaches, high-level players, obviously.
If you had told a young Jarace 10 years ago that he'd be a professional athlete, he probably would not have guessed that basketball would have been his sport.
It's actually wild. So when I first started, I played football and soccer when I was younger. I was really good at both of them. And when I first started basketball, I was awful. So, it's kind of ironic, but my older sister played, so she kind of just kept pushing me, and eventually I just kind of fell in love with it.
The move to basketball has worked out beautifully for Walker. He now boasts a chiseled 6'8" frame that is filled out to 220 pounds. He doesn't consider himself a guard or a forward, just a matchup nightmare that can do just about anything on the court.
It definitely helps, especially playing against smaller defenders. I don't really feel like they can guard me because they're too little, and the big men are too slow for me, so it definitely helps. I can shoot, get my teammates involved, defend, block shots. I feel like I really do anything on the floor it takes to win.
Walker averaged 11.2 points and 6.8 rebounds for a Houston team that earned a #1 seed in the NCAA tournament. His versatility and motor should land him in the top 10 in this year's draft. One of Walker's teammates at IMG Academy was point guard Jett Howard, who played his freshman season for his father, Juwan, at the University of Michigan.
He tells me the stuff I needed here, and I just embrace it, and I just take it on the chin and keep moving forward. I'm a player who likes to get my teammates involved. I can shoot the 3, I can go to the hole, and I play defense.
Jett averaged 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists per game for the Wolverines this year. He may have been a little underrated as a high school prospect, as most recruiting sites had him outside the national top 40. But he's now projected as a likely top 20 pick in this year's draft. Among all the talented players in the 2022 high school class, the one who brought home the Gatorade National Player of the Year was Grady Dick, who played at Sunrise Christian in Kansas. Grady was a 5-star prospect because of his length and scoring ability. He was not only a lights-out shooter, but he could also attack the basket.
I feel like I bring big versatility to the court, offensively and defensively, just because of my size, being 6'7", kind of a little lengthy guard, so I can kind of guard multiple positions and still score the ball in a variety of ways.
Grady averaged 14 points per game for the Kansas Jayhawks this past season, and he shot 40% from three-point range. His shooting ability combined with his big frame could land him somewhere in the middle of the first round. We may use the word versatile a lot when describing these prospects, but we have to use it again when we're talking about Kentucky's Cason Wallace. While he certainly has the ability to take over a game offensively, he has always been praised for his effort and impact on defense. That goes back to his prep days at Richardson High School in Texas.
Cason is a born winner. Cason can score 15 points to dominate a game. He can score 5 points to dominate a game, and he can score 35. He guards the other team's best player, gets the most rebounds, he gets the most steals, he gets the most guys involved. And so if you want to put together the perfect guy to coach, that is Cason Wallace.
That's why he's one of the best players in the country. He can do everything. Not many people can do everything. I always tell him, like, he is the best defender in the country because whenever somebody else guards me and they're supposed to be a good defender, like, it's not as hard to score than it is every day in practice.
I feel like we're kind of opposites. We're different because he's a very high-level scorer, and I play defense at a very high level. So as long as he's getting all those buckets and I keep feeding him, and if I'm going, he'll give me the ball too, and he can play good defense. So we're very interchangeable, and we just feed off each other's energy.
Wallace averaged 11.7 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists in his freshman year of the Wildcats, while also being one of the team's best defenders. Some team in the middle of the first round will be happy to add a guard like him to their roster. Thanks for checking out Sports Stars of Tomorrow on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like and please subscribe to our channel so you see all of the latest content.